We all know that myths and legends are fiction, or are they? Actually, legends tell us a lot about the people who created them, who they were, what they believed about their own world, and what they thought about their own history. So there's a little reality in every story. The story we're going to see now is about the Cherokee and a very important decision some of them made just before they saw Europeans for the first time.
Storytelling is the continuation of who we are. If you have no stories, then you do not know who you are. You don't know who you came from, where you came from, or what you are. And to be a Cherokee, then you need to know these stories from where you came. The story I'm going to tell you now is about the immortals, the invisible ones. These have been with the Cherokee people for forever. They've always taken care and protected us. These immortals came with a message to the Cherokee people a long, long time ago, right before the white man came. The Cherokee had ruled so long, had ruled the mountains, never really been challenged. We lived in the old way. We were happy. Everybody was equal. And we started hearing voices, started hearing noises in the wind.
Listen, listen. We are the Nayohanehi, the immortal ones. We want to help you. Evil is in the land. Sickness and death will feast upon you.
Now, they did not know of the white man, but they had messengers come from the south saying that these strange people had come. They didn't know who they were, but they had this white skin. But they came bringing gifts, that they bring a metal that would never, ever go dull, an axe that they did not need to sharpen. And they told them about ribbons, pretty ribbons to be put in their hair. But the spirit people said, no, you cannot have those things. If you have those things, you will not ever be happy. It will be a new world and a very hard life. And now you are free and you are able to go anywhere and everywhere. You listen to no one. You bow to no one. This will all change. But the spirit people said, no, you do not have to go through this, nor your kids, if you want to go with us.
We can take you to live with us inside the sacred mountain. There you will always be safe. Go to your council house and fast there for 7 days. No one can raise a shout or a war whoop in all that time. Do as we say, and you can be with us. Do not be afraid. Listen to us, and do not be afraid.
They got together in a big council house, townhouse, and they had a meeting, and they said, what are we going to do?
The village had to make a decision. The spirits told them a terrible time was coming. The white settlers would bring wonderful gifts, but the Cherokee would pay a terrible price. They would be driven from their land. They would suffer disease and death, and their ancient way of life would change forever. So the people had to choose, accept the gifts and perhaps endure great suffering, or go with the immortals to the spirit world and live forever in the ways of the Cherokee. It was a difficult choice.
We are disappearing from the land. The only place we will be safe is with the spirits.
I do not want to go. I do not care who the voices are. Life is getting better and better because of the things we get from the new people. You have seen the sharp axes and the beautiful colored cloth. These are only a few of the treasures that they will give us, just for the skins of animals.
As long as we are together, here or in the spirit world, we will be home and happy. I want to go with the others.
Does anyone else wish to speak?
It's time for you to speak for all of us now.
Let us follow the white path of peace. We welcome the offer of the Nayo Anahe and will endure the ordeal that is required.
They decided they would fast 7 days. The voices had told them that they would take them to the other world. On the 7th day, the immortals came. And they heard this big loud noise, rumbling and thunder. And it got louder and louder as the immortals came closer. And in the valley town, the immortals were picking up the mound which the townhouse was on and carried the townhouse up on top of a high mountain. The top of that, if you see it today, is all rock, solid rock. And the people are underneath inside, but they're immortal and they're invisible. Of course, we know now that what they were speaking of was the change that came with the white man. Yes, there were gifts. Yes, there was metal. Yes, there was cloth. But in order to have all those things, the people had to give up the old way, the Cherokee way, what we knew and how we'd lived for forever. And in time, we had to give up the land. If you go to these places and listen, you'll be able to hear these voices, sometimes early in the morning, sometimes late in the evening. All you got to do is spend time and think, and you'll be able to see this mist rise. And as the mist rises, they say that is smoke coming from the fires as the people are getting ready to dance. And in the winter times, you can hear on top of the mountain, hear them singing and dancing. This is the story that was told.